Virginia Beach area. You know what I'm talking about? You heard of it? Yeah, what place? You know what I'm talking about? Jack and Spade. That's just the Newport News area. Big 7 cities. 7 cities. Hold on a minute, bro. Hold on 1 second. He on YouTube, man. So he made a couple of videos already. They call him Little E. See, my first name is Ernest. They call me Big E for playing when I was playing that basketball. So he loves to be called Little E now. You understand? I always call him that anyway, but mama don't like this shit. Well, I'll let you hate this nigga. Y'all tell me how you like this little brother. I ain't talking about you, man. Yeah, that's my blues.
Alright, stream up, fellas.
I'm coming, man.
Me and Allst8.
So here we go. Somebody like it, man. John Diamond made the beat and I'm gonna keep. The bill's too loud. Too loud, let me know. Turn it down. Alright, let's go. I can see this shit with my eye closed. You know that shit crazy. Check the brother with a blindfold. You know that I did. It's shot nigga with the black clothes. Michael Jackson with the damn roll. I can see this shit with my eye closed. You know that shit crazy. Check the brother with a blindfold. You know that I did. It's shot with the black clothes. Michael Jackson with the damn roll. I beat it, yeah, that money, yeah, you know that I need it. Trap on my boy, the fame be famous. On my leg, boy, you know I'm slimming. Yeah. Hey, the pussy's well. Yeah, run on the water. Hey, you the big guy. Yeah, just like the quarter. I am the plug now.
Oh shit, that's a fucking wing. I lost this one.
We got the boots now. Hold up, man. Come on, reporters. Fuck up the water, car. Coming on water. Loud in the street, between the Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars. You all said, feel like a needle, walking all black, just like a beetle. Doing dirty, leave this bread in the freezer, 12 gauge, like I'm out of the sneakers. What did you do? Kill the brother with a blindfold. Know that I need. Shot nigga with the black clothes. Michael Jackson with the dead move. I can see this shit with my eyes closed. Kill the brother with a blindfold. In the trap with the black clothes. Michael Jackson with the dead move. I need it, I never eat it. Talking that TLC, boy, I be creeping. I'm drinking a two like I'm going to a meeting. If she want that world, shout out to my head, that bitch, I can see her. I'm putting the forward, I never to leave her. On my ears, I'm fixing up between the two people. What with this weapon, I'm playing too little. I'm in your hood like the engine, I'm fixing your hood. Fixing your hood, she won't never be back. I swear that she's so cool. He had to give us a joy. How about the weapon, the weapon, never pick up board. He hitting your board. How about the weapon, the weapon, never pick up board. He hitting your board, shooting these boards. I do this shit with a board. They know how to mix in the run and make sure they keep the defensive off balance. And not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
I can see this shit with my eye closed.
You know that shit crazy.
Kill the brother with a blindfold. You know that I did. Trap nigga with the blindfold.
They'll run it now on the go. I can see this shit with my eye closed.
Before he's brought down at
the
42. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run. Shoot up the yardage. Rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An
Good shit, Agnew.
return for a Lions touchdown.
Price for life internet.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Why don't you ever say that line?
Integrity.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
See, I'm in the drive. When we keep them hoes, KC taking his souls. We call them 30s, we do niggas dirty, call them mixed flirt. We kept 30 hoes, he ain't for none. Y'all keep a gun, they calling him wrong, keep on. Y'all niggas scared, we killing for fun. Heard a nigga name, made a nigga look so nigga, he was sick with a lot of shit. Need to write a book, disrespect, he like getting
So they throw the pick six and get another shot in it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Look like a roll, got a white she wetter than a bowl. I was off a puff, hit her on the stool. I remember days I was skipping school. I'm a real white, never been a fool. Fuck a little bitch, slide through the goal. Right up the song, spin about the truth. Fine in a four, I ain't got a roof. Fully trying to get me, they ain't got a roof.
Chilling, my brother. Chilling out this morning. Nah, man.
Than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to the quarterback.
If I'm in the game right now, you get next. Oh, pull it. Switch your hand on.
You see, I can get names.
Yeah, on me, nigga. Oh, you put somebody in the house. I'm in the game in the second, third quarter now. Live, boy.
Okay, good. Hey, who all in the game?
I don't know that. Brothers in the talk, you gonna ask them. I'm playing Pop 2 Tennessee.
Yeah, you winning or you losing?
Losing 7-0.
You said you winning 7-9?
Losing 7-0.
Oh, you still in the game?
Yeah.
You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket.
Darkside, who you playing?
I'm playing Allst8 right now.
You playing who?
Allst8, he's not in the room.
Oh.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, they came into this game saying it was
That nigga, see them niggas running like
I believe that they've done that here.
Damn, man. I try to come and slide. Man, nice, man. I try to slide. That motherfucker slide for nothing.
Room here to run.
Shit.
And inside the 15 he goes.
No turnover.
Yards there and another first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight.
Oh, you got the Jags?
Nah, he did.
The offensive line, they seem to have the leverage going and controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
His 6th touchdown this season, and the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one. Tied at 7 apiece.
They always told me that these fucking streets was bad for me. I done lost so many people for the summer.
Oh, he almost got off that bitch.
As he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Nifty footwork at the 45. Oh, he sheds himself free. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. As an athlete, going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. It's cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now out come the Jags. That last 5 was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working. That means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. You continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit.
Maintain that balance. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I'm going to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
A good pickup there at 22.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now that play was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Inside the 40. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and shoot this guy.
Good run there. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Play action. Now it's Borders. He's got his man on the out route.
Oh, wow. I'm making sure up.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Turn up, man. Phil.
It'll be incomplete. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A second down run for Abdullah. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Abdullah. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Abdullah on the counter. And he'll be knocked down sideways. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll run here. Abdullah. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. A handoff to Abdullah. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. They'll set up to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And some room to maneuver. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 95 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So here come the Lions now. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Abdullah. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 25 yards to pick up there and also a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd down, Abdullah might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They'll try and run with Abdullah. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 74 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Tell you what, Brandon, if I see a dime look, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'm changing to a running play every time.
And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line?
Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the lighter defensive backs and try and push it across the end zone that way.
2nd down following the incompletion. Here's Bortles to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And Myers able to knock it through. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the 2nd half in Week 8 in the NFL. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Second half starts with a run by Abdullah. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Let's go. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Good.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. He'll look to throw. They'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a give. This is Abdullah. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight, but I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Day. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
They go with Abdullah again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They'll drop the throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. And tough starting field position here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's into the clear. The 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 77 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On play action, now Bortles. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And some room to work. The 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Black 58 ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. the play fake. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Second and goal from the 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. 42 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up.
Let's go. Boom,
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is running.
And continue to get better at what they do, but they also
Yeah, that was 6 right there.
their confidence to give up that many
That was 6 right there, big boy.
win a game. That could hurt you.
So for the Jazz,
Man, I told
That
you,
nigga
man.
hurt, bro. He been talking about this for that.
respectable 5-3 record. And now they'll have a few extra
I
days
couldn't,
here before they
know what?
face
I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. I forgot about how they fucked me over on their first
They
fumble.
fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota
I don't know, man.
Vikings.
Nigga, I was here square to dive in. That's the thing. I saw him coming.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I know, no. I saw him coming in. That's why I tried to dive in, nigga.
Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
You ain't lying. I'm underdog too, man. You right. Had a chance to win, man. She took that.
Nigga, this game was, yo, that game was bullshit from the start with that bullshit phone.